Hello, welcome back to GGT Sports, where we talk betting strategy. Now, today our title is betting strategy, playing to win. You play to win. You're not going to play to lose the bet. So, this is a follow-up video to the one that I previously talked about. If you've not watched it, you go back and watch it. It's about 4 steps in which you can use to develop your strategy. But if you've not watched it, you need to go back and watch it. So today we are going to look at some of the betting strategies, the top betting strategies. I have like 5 of them here that you can use to play the game and win. They're not strategies for you to use to lose. The idea here is to reduce the risk and increase your chances of winning. So the strategies that I'm going to give are some that are used by amateurs or beginners, others are used by professionals or those who have a lot of experience in betting. But simply, the idea is for you to bet and win. No, you play to win. You don't reduce the chances of losing a bet. That is the whole idea here. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Make sure you follow, you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss even a single one of those of these strategies. And also there are quite a lot of other stuff that we've talked about when it comes to betting strategy within our channel. You can go back, check them. There are strategies on which sites to bet on, where to do your research. There are also how to predict some of draws, win, and all that, and so much of strategies, mistakes that you need to avoid. They're all there. They're all there. So if you've not watched it, please browse through, get some of these strategies with you. Now, let's go into it. Let's go into it now. So you've developed your strategy. You've chosen how you want to win. Now, these are some of the strategies that you also need to pay attention to after developing how you are going to bet. So normally we say opinions differ when it comes to which strategy for you should I use to bet. How can I be can I make sure that I win, I don't lose my bets, but people have different strategies. You also have to develop your own strategies, which the video that I told you that we made before could tell you how to go about it and how to choose one that is flexible and all and test it. So this thing is about how you view. Something that works for you might not work for me. Something that works for the other person might also not work for you. But all of them are strategies, and all you need is to win. So make sure don't go outside there and then someone tells you this is the strategy to use, and you also just follow blindly. Do your research. Go back to those steps that I told you. Follow it and develop your own way of winning. If your own way of winning involves, having that guy's opinion, then fine, as long as it wins you. So let's get to it. If you've not subscribed, remember to subscribe, hit that like button and notification so that you don't miss even a single video of what we are talking about. Because after this, I'm going to tell you some of the strategies for idiots. And by idiots, I mean those who they place bet to lose. But of course nobody plays a bet to lose, but we'll talk about it. Please subscribe and you'll get some of it as we talk about it. So let's get into it. So at number 5, 1x on home outsiders strategies. Home win or draw betting strategy. So this is one of the most common strategies if you are a beginner that you can use to win a bet. Why? Do you have a game? For example, a game is a 50-50. Home team is probably has better odds of winning that game. more than their waiting. But you know, in betting, anything can happen. In games, that's why they are called games and matches. Anything can happen. So to be on the safer side and you want to win the bet, you bet on a double chance, and the double chance here is that you're betting on the home team to win or to get a draw, and that is a very good strategy. Of course, you still have a chance of losing it if the uh, away team wins, but it's a very good strategy if you've done your research and all that, and you know there is a higher chance of a home team winning. You know, this is just like, for example, Chelsea is playing West Ham at home. Probability of Chelsea getting a win or a draw is very high rather than West Ham. And given the odds, you could actually win that bet easily. So that is the number 5 strategy you should use. At number 4, now this one we call all-in odds at 1.20 strategy. All-in odds means, for example, a game is, and mostly this one is, people use it in live bet, as you could see, it's part of the strategies that we use. So this one, you basically choose a game that the odd is at 1.20 and you place a win. You know, you can have 5 of those games, you can have 3, but there are higher chances of you getting that bet than someone betting on an odd of over 2 point something, you know. So it is one of the strategies you can use, and some of it will help you a lot. You can even bet on a team getting over 1.5 goals and you get that bet. So it is one of the strategies that you can use, especially if you're a beginner and you don't want to lose your money. Then you could choose for all-in odds for you to win. Let's go to strategy number 3. You can also do live betting, and this is one of the games that I usually, you know, one of the betting strategy. I use it at times, betting on live. So for example, you see these ones here are live games. You know, you can see this one is three goals and above, and therefore simply Betika here. Do not want people to bet on that. You can either bet on them in on the other team, you know, winning at an odd of 100, or you know, a draw of 3.54. But if you can see this, like this game here, the odd is 2.15 because this team is up, but it's playing away from home. So during live bet, it's one of the strategies you can use. You can find that at the beginning, before the game, probably the home team here had very an odd of 1.9 something, but now because they have conceded the first goal, now this team has a lower and they have a higher. If you are certain that this team can turn around and win, and you place a bet there, you can actually win. So that's basically live betting, you know, but that is more riskier. The more easier one is bet live on over 1.5 goals. So you see, like this game here, you might bet on over 1.5, that there is definitely going to be a goal. And most of the games, it's not easy for them to go 0-0. Yes, it happens a lot, yes, but the chances are usually that a team will score 1 goal, 2 goals, and all that. So if you can bet on 1.5 over 1.5, that means a 1-1 draw, 2-1, 2-0. There's a very higher chance, depending on how the game is and the time during that live bet, you can still stand a chance of making money. So that's one of the other strategies that you can use. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and we are going to the last 2 strategies that I would wish to talk on today. So number 2, early cash out in sports betting. Now this is especially if you're a beginner. No, and understand cash out. You know, you can place a bet and then you see the other team scored and you are rushing to cash out. You might lose your money because the money they return to you might not be the same as this. But there are all odds, different odds, as I told you in the previous video, that learn the industry, know the type of strategies that are there. There are sites that can give you a cash out easily. And one of the ways that we use in a cash out is, for example, you betted on 4 games, 3 games have been played, and the teams that, or maybe you betted on, let's say on the 4 games, yes, and all the 4 games are on at the same time. So on the 70th minute, all the teams that you betted on are up front, maybe by a goal, and you suspect this game, especially if you are watching it, that the opponent might score, which can spoil your bet. Then you can decide to cash out. So you get the cash out and take most of the time, if that is the scenario, you'll find that the money being offered for a cash out is more likely to be more than what you did bet. But also, if for example it is slightly lower than what you betted and you're seeing this game is going to mess me up, then chances are you're not going to lose your bet. So make sure you understand cash out well. If you don't understand it well, make sure you go and research about it. And before we go to our final strategy, please subscribe. If the video is helpful, subscribe, enable us to help others who want also to bet, and also to grow the channel so that it can help more people with betting. Now let's go to the final strategy. This one, of course, I've spoken a lot about it, betting on over 1.5, betting on over 0.5. That is, goals are one of the ways that you can easily make money, especially games that this game is likely to end in 3-0, it's likely to end in 2-0, it's likely to end in 2-1. But you can bet on more goals being scored, and in this case, it is 1.5. That means there will be 2 goals or more, and it's normally very interesting because you can get the away team scores first and you feel like the home team is going to get a goal, and if you were to bet on 1.5, then you are in for the money. So those are our betting strategies. Please subscribe, and if you did not watch our previous video on how to develop your betting strategy, basically putting coming up with a plan of how you will be betting, then go back and watch. But if you watched it and you've watched this one, then I have one more for you, very interesting one, about the betting strategies for idiots. So subscribe and be on the lookout for it. It's going to be there soon, so don't miss it. Thank you very much, and enjoy the videos. Please develop a winning strategy. Play to win.